at his funeral, that's what he had, was his crumpled up, worn scapular as a testimony that he had worn that scapular. He had devotion to Our Lady. And today I especially want to speak on this feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel about the value of this sacramental of the scapular, the blessed scapular. So I know that many of you wear this, have been enrolled. I've done that many times. Here, people have asked for it to be blessed. We have on Our Lady of Fatima statue over there, the last apparition, which 70,000 people witnessed. Lucia and the other seers saw Our Lady appears, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, with the scapular. And Lucia said she wants everyone to wear one as a sign of their consecration to her Immaculate Heart. And the Church, too, looks at, well, how have the faithful responded to these sorts of devotion? And what they see is people have responded so overwhelmingly to the scapular, the wearing the scapular is a sign of their consecration, a protection of Our Lady. And one of the great devotees of Our Lady and of her scapular was Pope St. John Paul II. And there's a picture of him when he was a factory worker. So this is before he'd entered the seminary. He's a factory worker. He's got his shirt off, and there's the brown scapular. And it was in 1981, May 13th, when the assassination attempt was made on his life. He was wearing the brown scapular. And when he was brought into surgery after those bullets had entered his body, and he was very much in danger of dying, he told him not to take the scapular off. He wanted that to remain on during the surgery. And he said something quite interesting years later, how, he had gone to visit the assassin, Ali Adka. And here's what Pope St. John Paul II said about that visit with Ali Adka. He said, around Christmas 1983, I visited my attacker in prison. We spoke at length. Ali Adka, as everyone knows, was a professional assassin. In the course of our conversation, it became clear that Ali Adka was still wondering how the attempted assassination could possibly have failed. He had planned it meticulously, attending to every tiny detail. And yet his intended victim had escaped death. How could this have happened? The interesting thing was that his perplexity had led him to the religious question. He wanted to know about the secret of Fatima and what the secret actually was. This was his principal concern. More than anything else, he wanted to know this. Perhaps those insistent questions showed that he had grasped something really important. Ali Adka had probably sensed that over and above his own power, over and above the power of shooting and killing, there was a higher power. He then began to look for it. I hope and pray that he found it.